I have a question, actually.
Yeah.
How was your experience like doing Molly? Like, what was that like? Because I've never done Molly.
Damn.
I have no perspective of it at all.
Fuck, you love that shit. Damn, you love that shit.
That's crazy. Are you sure? Like, you for sure? You're like
Positive.
confident?
100% positive.
It's crazy.
Yeah, 100% positive. Oh shit, nigga, you would love that. Pure MDMA is the greatest psychedelic I've taken so far, and I absolutely
Damn, over DMT?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, DMT is gonna take you. DMT has taken me like to other dimensions.
Yeah.
You know, like crazy, like 6th, 7th dimension from what it felt like meeting God and coming back. But yeah, like overall, MDMA is the best feeling. It has the best feeling in the body, the best sensations, the most euphoria, the most like dopamine, like you just feel the best you've ever felt, like period
Wow.
type shit. So yeah, that shit's amazing. I'm actually taking some tomorrow. Yeah. I know I'm gonna be doing I know I'm gonna be with AB and Tamir, but like I would like for you to take that shit. I don't know if you're free, but it would be dope. It's dope. It's fun. So it changed my life because like there's this Netflix documentary called How to Change Your Mind. Have you ever seen that?
No, I've never seen it.
So like they go over 4 different it's like a limited series, but they go over 4 different plant medicines. One is MDMA, the other is psilocybin, mushrooms, and third.
I didn't know that shit was like a plant. Like,
it's
derived from a plant.
That's the crazy thing, because I still don't know where the fuck it came from. Even though they broke it down, I'm still confused. Like they synthesized it or some shit. But there's a plant name that was like that was at the intro of the episode, and I took a picture of it, but it's kind of blurry. But I'm gonna have to like Google it because I'm like, what the fuck? But yeah, bro, it's like and the 4th was peyote, I believe, peyote and mescaline. But yeah, it was like people use it to get over PTSD and trauma, and like they give it to people who've been in the military, been in the police force, and like just go through sessions with these people to like help them like relieve blockages and relieve programming that's centered around like this idea of separation and like violence and murder and just like all this heinous shit. And it's just changed people's lives, bro. Like just brought them to a state of unconditional love. And that shit is what was happening for me, bro. I took it like the first time I ever took pure MDMA, I was watching Oppenheimer, and I thought it was just like a bean. I thought it was just like a Molly, like the shit that like niggas would take and just kind of be up for 2 days. Like there's MDMA in it, but it's not like the pure shit. There's other shit.
Okay. Yeah.
So I took it, and I'm like, just take it. I'm thinking it's like that, because I took that like maybe 3 or 4 times, like a bean or Molly or whatever you want to call it. But the pure MDMA, bro, like I was not expecting that. I was watching Oppenheimer and like dozing off. I was like, let me take this shit to like actually help me stay up. And I was with Lotus at the time, and I was just like fucking dozing off, just like, what the fuck? I was like, damn, when is this shit gonna kick in? Like I keep falling asleep, and the movie was good. It's just something about like staring at a particular point for a long time that makes me close my eyes. But bro, I say like, soon as I was like, why the fuck is this shit not kicking in? Like I was dozing off, and just out of nowhere, like at the snap of a finger, and my eyes just like opened, and a fucking sense of euphoria just rushed through my body, and I was like, what the fuck? Like the theater, the screen like kind of just expanded, and I was like engulfed into it, like I was being sucked into it. I was like, what the fuck? Then I didn't even say anything. I was just feeling it. And I look over at Lotus, and she looks at me, and she's just like smiling. I was like, what the fuck? And even as I talk about it, like I'm getting the sensations of it, of that, like that feeling, bro. It's like crazy. But yeah, it'll change your life. Like I would love for you to do that shit. Like I would love to.
No, taking that shit, watching Oppenheimer is so funny.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's actually
that's crazy. That's diabolical.
To experience that shit in the theater, like
yeah. And then when I stood up, bro, like I was experiencing that for like like 45 more minutes and the movie closes out. And I stand up, bro, and I'm like, just my body feels amazing. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is the most blissful experience ever, bro. It just changed my life. I have a video that I posted like on Instagram of me on it, and I didn't really tell people what was going on, but yeah, it was I was on MDMA. So yeah, man, you would love that shit. You were like, what the fuck is this? It changed Tamir's life. She was just like, you know, she was like, whatever, I'll do it, you know, as long as it's safe, you know, kind of scary, like whatever. I'm like, bro, you're gonna feel like you've never felt in your life. Like, I promise you. Like, there's no options for bad trip on this. Like, it's not like there's no option for it, bro. There's no option. Like,
it's just the pure thing.
It's pure. It's like there's no option. There's no option for bad trip. Like, she took that shit in Miami and she was just like, what the fuck? Like, I feel incredible. Like, this is crazy. So yeah. Do you have desires, goals, or anything that you like want to achieve in this life? Like, what is something when you look at like the end all be all from like your higher self perspective? What is like the golden achievement?
Oh, that's easy, bro. That's actually ironic that you asked it, because it's like I've been thinking about this like the past week, honestly.
Oh, really?
It's actually something that's made me sad at certain points, but it's just like
interesting.
I think I have like an overactive passion when it comes to like wanting to like achieve my version of my dream. Like, and when I say my version, the way that I see it go in my head, not just like, okay, doors open and I walk through them and things happen unexpectedly. Of course, I'm grateful for those things. Those are part of the dream, of course. But like, I want to make substantial amounts of money from creating, like solely creating, no matter what it is. And I haven't gotten to that point yet.
Okay.
That is like the ultimate, like, chef's kiss achievement for me. And I don't think I can.
Wow.
Like I'm grateful for my life. I don't want to sound ungrateful for things that I have in my life and shit, people in it. It's just like that for me is like the tip of the fucking iceberg. That's like the ultimate thing. I honestly would rather just like die if I can't. Like, if somebody told me like, hey bro, you'll never reach that.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather just be like, okay, well I'm ready to go then and like experience the other shit then. Cause it's just like, yeah, like bro, that shit is like I have like so much passion for that. I can't
for creativity or just to like live off of creativity. Like make
it's money. Both. It's like hand in hand. It's the creative force in general, that creative energy that flows through all of us. Like, I think I've tapped into it so much and so often that it's just become like this ingrained thing for me, and I almost feel disrespected when I'm like not creating and I'm doing something over that. Like, I feel like I'm like disrespecting the flow. I'm disrespecting my higher self. Like, I've talked to somebody about this, but like, even at points when I'm just like, I like playing games. I like playing video games and shit. But when I choose that over doing something creative or like, you know what I mean? I feel guilty. I really do. That shit is like a real feeling for me. Like,
really.
And so it's just like,
interesting.
It's just like, damn, I know that is my life's like purpose in a sense, part of my life's purpose. Yeah, I don't, there's literally no world where I can envision myself not doing that and not being at the height and getting that like fulfillment from doing that, bro, with like my creativity and what I'm able to do. That's just like my ultimate love language, you know.
That's so,
it's like the calling I feel like I have.
That's like the golden achievement, like making money off of your creativity.
For sure, bro. That's the height of it. That's the height. Not even like, I said substantial amounts of money, but I didn't mean it like I don't even have to be rich.
I know it's substantial in your context.
Yeah. Just like, I just want to be able to live comfortably. I wake up every day and I just have like just a creative like farm or some shit. Just being able to just wake up and do whatever the fuck. I can just wake up and write a script, wake up and make a video, write a song, make a visual, do just anything, bro. Anything my mind does, and not have to worry about, oh, I gotta go do some shit today, or this is not taken care of yet, so I gotta like apply my energy elsewhere. Like the dream is to just wake up and create on the daily.
Gotcha.
For sure.
Gotcha. Which goes back to that question I asked you earlier about how do you feel when we get paid for content creation?
Yeah. And that's a part of it. Like once you taste that shit, it's like damn, like I'm capable of this. I really am.
Yeah. Nah, it is like a taste. Like whenever we get our royalties checks for music streams and shit like that, or even just a check from YouTube, it's just like damn, like it's tangible, you know what I mean? And then of course when you know people, especially like me being in a stratosphere with friends who are like doing it, making thousands a month from it, it's like, oh yeah, like that was always the plan, even from like the jump when we were thinking, oh, we want to be music artists. It was like that was the base of it. It was like, oh, we want to create and have fun and then live off of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now it's like that gap is getting closer and closer as we evolve through time and like different.
It's not just in its like infant stage.
Yeah. It's like it's coming closer to home. Like that opportunity is very much realistic for us, and it's in the timeline for sure. Like you know what I mean. So it's like that's what it's meant to be.
And that's why I'm like so gun ho about this shit, like getting there, because I'm just like, what the fuck? Like I'm already at the cusp of it.
Yeah.
I just need to push a little bit more and then just keep doing what the fuck I'm doing, keep creating, keep pouring that passion into it, and not let things derail me or distract me from that.
Sure.
And I'm gonna just get there and I'm gonna be fulfilled. And the thing about it is it's like I know I'm gonna be fulfilled because I'm already fulfilled naturally as a person. Like I already have
with the little things, the little mundane.
I won't be rich and miserable. You know what I mean?
Sure,
like it's impossible because I've already done the work to be fulfilled within myself.
And yourself.
From my own source, my own being. Like it's just gonna be an added bonus, like literally the icing on the fucking cake in the most literal sense, bro. But yeah, what I was gonna say earlier too was just like another thing what I think about when we get those checks is like, it's like, damn, money is just really out here. It's just so accessible for you to just go and get.
Yeah.
And like the world tries to make it seem like this, like it's like this special like thing.
Or you have to like do so much, you know, like work so hard to get it. You know what I mean?
And it's just like a resource like anything else that you have to tap into. You just gotta know how to tap into
like, the frequency of
like people used to dig like literal moats to get the river water to flow to their villages and like supply the village with water and shit. They had to do the work even though the resource was there. Like the water was abundant.
Okay.
It's just they had to figure out how to get it from A to B. And I feel like that's all money is. It's just like finding out where the money is and then finding out how to get it from that point to your point.
To your point, yeah.
Because it's just there. Like,
but it's always catered to you though. That's the thing. Like it's always catered to your specific vibration. Like that's the beautiful thing. It's not like a one equation in which it can, like it's literally like who are you and in the way you want to attain it. Like you know what I mean? And attract it. Like that's the beautiful thing, because it's like the universe has so many. The universe has the option available for your choosing. If you just make the choice, you know what I mean? Like that's the beautiful thing about it. Like I've realized, like, okay, I can just be myself and make money from it as long as I do it, and then I'm doing it consistently. You know what I mean? Like that's a golden equation, and it's already it's supporting me in that understanding, in that awareness. You know. in that momentum. So fully supported. That's the beautiful thing. Like fully supported in that endeavor.
Yeah, bro, I agree.
If someone was to ask you, how do you feel when taking mushrooms? How would you describe it?
How do I usually
And
describe
how do you feel? And
I actually
also
get this
why?
question
And why?
a lot. To be honest with you.
Yeah. What does it feel like? Yeah. What is it? Yeah. People do ask that. And why? And why also? If you don't have a how, also like why do you take shrooms? When you do take them, what is your intention usually? What are you seeking in the experience?
I feel like I always say that like I just feel more open and more clear to all of life. Like it's not like I don't feel like shrooms, I think, is one of those things that you don't have to like be doing something specific for them to apply. It's like you can go do anything really if you really wanted to. Like I'm not recommending that you do that, but you could. It's like it could apply to all situations and it would enhance how you overall feel.
Yeah.
For me, like obviously going hand in hand with creating and shit like that, I love just taking them and just like sinking into how I'm feeling about whatever. Like,
okay, you just like the enhanced feeling of feeling. Pretty much, and then just being in the feeling of it and like awareness of like what am I feeling,
bro.
Like what surfaces.
Like, bro, I literally sat in the park. I just went to the park and just sat in the sunlight. It wasn't even that warm, but it felt so warm. It just felt good, you know, like just having the sunlight on my face, and I just bask in that. It's no real analyzation of like, oh, like, well, I'm feeling these emotions and these. It's just like I'm feeling the feelings, and here I am. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no better feeling than this. I'm completely immersed. I'm often just like observing myself. It helps me like get in the role of the observer a little bit better as well, and just being, bro. Like you just feel good, feel healthy, you just feel strong and like protected in what you are. I think like the more connected you are to yourself and the more connected you are to source, the better effect shrooms will have on your body and on your mental, because it's just going to enhance what's already there.
For sure. That's for sure. I feel like damn, brother, yeah, you said it best. Like it's the sensation of being in your senses, you know. That's great about taking shrooms, you know, just feeling like it just taps you more into the sensibilities and the subtleties of the present moment, which makes life feel that much more like surreal and vivid and lucid and vibrant.
It strips like the life away from life, if that makes it, like the external life qualities that life has taken on. Like the cars, the buildings, the clothes and the errands and the shit. It takes that away, and it's like, what is life actually? But something to be like extremely happy about.
Yeah, for sure. Like for sure. And really like being your senses about, really feel, you know, feel towards like, yeah, damn, yeah, for sure. 100%. Did you see that video of Cardi going to jail?
No, I haven't like looked at it for real. I saw like it's like some clips of that shit floating around, but
man, that shit is crazy. Like, there's an updated version of him like being booked.
Oh
like,
yeah,
booked in, like, which is crazy because the.
Oh, you talking about with fucking when he was with he's with fucking Bear One Boss.
I see. He was with Bear One Boss.
Yes, bro. Like, that nigga was like. That's the one I saw. I didn't see like the rest.
You talking about the dude who was standing next to him? And he was like, I'm standing next to my favorite rapper?
That's Bear One Boss, bro.
Are you serious, bro?
God, bro?
I thought that was just that's a nigga who's already like rapping and shit?
That shit crazy.
No, really?
That shit crazy.
This got to be some type of weird blend, right? You just put me next to my favorite rapper in the world. That is crazy. God, that to be real. Like.
Damn, you did. Damn. Okay, damn. It's just more to the story. Like,
I'm like,
Bro, that was him, bro.
bro.
I am shocked. Like, I thought that was a random ass nigga, because I was just about to say, like, it's ironic that Cardi had a fan who was just like, there already, like, damn, I'm saying, but this is a nigga who
already rapping, bro. Do you think those are promo videos? Like, do you think those come out for promo? Cause like, what the fuck is that? Like, bro, what really is that? How the fuck did that come out on the internet?
I feel you.
Like,
but because that shit came from like 2022, right?
Exactly.
I feel you.
From police. Yeah. That's from a fucking body.
Bro, it's
cam.
like a whole. It's like a whole movie, bro. The first one was like an hour, and then the second one was like 45 minutes. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And it's like him just sitting. It's like a very clear.
You clearly see that's fucking.
I'm like, who's released? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, okay. My mind automatic, like, it was like, okay, well, can people hack those things? Can people hack body cams and police footage? I'm sure they can in some capacity, but like, why? Like, why did that happen now? Like, at all times, and like, what the fuck does that got to do with anything?
See, like, I see what you're saying. I get it. It's hard for me to like dive into the conspiracy of it, because I know I've seen other body cam footage from just random ass people. But they
have you? You have?
I mean, yeah.
Like, shit. That's why I said.
Yeah, no, you definitely see body cam footage like from shit. But it only if it's worth showing. Like, it's like usually some wild shit. You know, like, oh, this crazy thing happened. And that's the only reason why it's worth being viewed to the public. Because other than that, why would you see it? Yeah. You know what I mean? Why would it pop up if it's just nothing's happening? You know what I mean?
And that wasn't even that crazy though.
But it was Cardi, so it was like it was gonna get out there because it was Cardi. But I get what you're saying. Like, I don't know. I don't have enough like context to be like, oh, that was set up, because I've seen just a lot of police cam footage, but it's always in the means of entertainment in which it's being shown, and them people really getting locked up. Those are a lot of fucking nobodies. And yeah, Jordan Carter is Playboy Cardi, but a lot of that shit wasn't entertaining. It was just him sitting there in the back of a car like for long periods of time, you know, while whatever was happening. It seemed like something that was really going on, but that nigga was like, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
No, I'm not even implying that the arrests were staged.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying like, to me, the footage
being released.
Yeah, the footage being released at this time. Like, what the fuck? Like, why? Like, that shit has not, you know, why didn't that come out in 2022? Like, immediately type shit.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, I can tell you.
Me either, bro.
That is crazy. What was he locked up for?
Who?
Bear
fucking no idea.
Because I know he's not like super famous or anything like that. I know him from you playing him.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, but like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, because Cardi wasn't really saying
my
shit.
First time hearing was that fucking camping trip.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's what the niggas is playing that fucking
okay. Really? And you was like, oh, this shit fine, and then you
essentially, yeah.
Damn. Life on some serendipity shit for real. Like, life has been feeling like a movie. Like, I know shit can happen like that. It's just like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
Cause he was just like, ain't no fucking way. I could tell like his shock was just so genuine. Ain't no way, bro. This nigga sitting right next to me, like what the fuck is going on? Like, he's just like, y'all niggas playing a joke or something, bro. And yeah, I mean, life be on some interesting shit like that. And that's why I'm excited for with life, like, because I've just noticed how much like things are just kind of like synchronizing, like as a means of like, bro, like there's a script to this shit. Like, it almost feels like, but like we're writing the script just through our like consciousness, and we're kind of like putting things together, even subconsciously, even without our like intention. Like, I really feel like we're just aligning things, and our higher self presence is like really activating. The more and more we're like having conversations about spirituality and like self-reflection, bro. Like, everybody I follow is like in some spirit or some energy of like being self-aware. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Like being abundant like in their self-awareness. And then it's like, it's just kind of connecting. Like, everybody's connecting. Like, our higher self presences are all connecting. And it's like, you know, we're writing the narrative of our timelines. Like, I really feel that way, and I feel like that's why coincidental shit is starting to happen. Like, specific shit. Like, think about it. He's like, okay, Cardi's my favorite, whatever, all time. Them niggas stay in Atlanta. Like, you just never know, like, what the other aspects of us that exist on different dimensions is like, what they're doing at all times. We're just in this realm, and so we just, you know, we're in the realm of demonstration. We're just focusing on what's in front of us, but like, we're connected and tapped into just different aspects of us, like in all moments, higher self-presence, lower self-presence, things are just like aligning, all due to our consciousness. And like, it's just
and I feel like the more that you are intentional about your consciousness, intentional about the people that you surround yourself with and things like that, you start to come into more alignment along the way, and like those magical things start to happen more often. And just like, it becomes less of like a coincidence or a surprise. Like, oh, of course this would happen. Like, what the fuck? Like, I've been making this happen. High key. Like, it's like life is happening, but you're like, I get what you're saying. You're happening within life though. Like, but you're doing it. You're directing it. That shit's pretty cool though. That shit is pretty cool. Cause like, some things genuinely feel like out of your control, and then some things just feel like so coincidental that it would have to be in your control. Like, you would have had to have manifested this for this to fucking happen.
And what do you think about the things that are outside of your control? Like, you know,
like in what sense?
Like, when it's like some shit that feels like it's inconveniencing you type shit. You're like, oh, this is inconveniencing me, but I don't have any control over it. Like, I just gotta endure what's happening. Yeah, anything that could be like a slight inconvenience or something. You know, you just feel like those are just some shits that just happen. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Just
because I mean, everything I'm thinking of, I'm just like, there's somewhat within my control in a sense. Like, not the literal thing itself, but I can control how I
respond.
Like, how I am in it, or like how I exactly.
For sure.
You know.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, a couple months ago, my fucking tire just like blew up.
Nigga, I was just about to say some shit about a tire. I was bro, that was literally, I was about to say, like your tire going flat or some shit. Like, I was just about to
literally that shit just happened. Like,
I was just about to say
a couple months ago,
fucking crazy, bro.
And I was like, damn, I just had to like hop into some like life shit for a minute. Like, gotta get a spare, gotta change it, gotta just mental hurdles of, not even hurdles, but just like mental shit around something that I don't think about on a daily basis. You know.
That blows my mind. How it's just,
and I have no idea how it popped. I have no idea. I don't know if I ran over something. It's just life, bro. That shit just happened.
What did you do when that happened? Like, did you already have a spare tire type shit? Or like,
nah, bro. I thought I did, and that's the crazy. I thought I had a spare, and I didn't have a spare, so I had to go get a spare, and then I had to bring the spare back, and then I changed it, and then I had to go get a fucking tire.
How'd you go get it? You walked to get a spare, or like?
Nah, Ubered.
Okay.
Just Ubered up to a fucking it's like a pick and pull. Pick and go. It's like a big ass lot, and it's got a bunch of shit from a bunch of different types of cars and shit like that. So they got all types of different tires. You may find your tire, you may not. They got like just all type, bro. People come in there with like just wheelbarrows and shit, and just pay like $2. You go and you get shit. You get shit that you find useful that you can apply to other shit. So if your car might be missing piece A, you can go find piece A off of some fucking random car in the lot and take it.
Oh wow! I heard that shit. That's crazy.
I didn't know that either. But ironically, it's another magic of life. But it doesn't sound like I'm lying. I'm not lying. When I was driving, it was me and Sam, and we were driving, and we were coming back from watching the fucking sunset. We got all the way to like my street, and then the shit like got bad. So like, it was a miracle for one that shit didn't happen like all the way out, because we were like 20 minutes away. So that shit happened right when we got there. Then the person that was behind us was like an old neighbor of mine who is a fucking mechanic.
Oh, perfect.
So he like followed in and was like, "Oh, you good? Like, you all right?" Yeah. And I was like, "Damn, I don't have a spare, so I'm gonna have to figure it out." He's like, "Oh, you can just go to pick and pull. It's like 10 minutes up the street." Bro, that shit just aligned perfectly. Like, I was like, "What the fuck?" So that's how I found out about that shit.
I love that. Damn.
Yeah.
You go, what the fuck? That's crazy.
But yeah, life shit.
Life shit, yeah. Life shit.
Out of your control. That shit gonna happen to you at some point.
When people mention the word God or they refer to God, what do you automatically, like, how do you perceive of what God is?
For myself, or
Yeah,
like
for yourself? Nah, fuck what they're talking about, actually. How do you perceive of God for yourself?
I think of God as like an energetic movement. I think of God as like it's tangible as air, which is not tangible at all, but it's just like a thing that exists within the realm of yourself. So like we all breathe air differently. We all experience it differently. And so when I'm like, you know, I be talking to God like I cannot believe it's really where you wanted to take it. Like I'm like, yeah, I'm talking to God, but I'm not like imagining God as like a human or made in a human image or like as like even a spirit. I'm just like, this is like it's everything around me. It encompasses my whole being, and every room that I step into and every person that I meet, there's some form of God in that person. And like it's just how you choose to like personify it.
Gotcha.
And for me, like I don't really personify God at all.
Yeah.
Not much. It's like
yeah.
I think to myself in certain moments, I'm like, oh, there's a lot of God in that, but it's not like I'm not. I don't know. It's just God in moments. It's like little tidbits of miracle happenings and energetic happenings and things that are going and flowing and just existing at the same time as me. And I'm just like, okay, like, yeah, I'm just receiving and I'm in this. I'm planted firmly. Like, the fuck, of course, I'm God and they're God and you're God, and we're just like all connected to God, which is all around us anyway. That's how I think of it. That's how I think of it. It sounds like, I feel like that sounds
vague,
weird,
like it's just like too broad.
Yeah, but
yeah.
honestly, I can't like pinpoint a specific thing because I don't think of God as a specific thing. So it's hard to like how do you view God in your relationship with God? And
yeah,
it's actually a kind of a hard question when you get down to it.
Yeah, because like you're using words which are so confined.
Exactly.
Damn, it's a certain feeling that I have, and like it usually comes in the form of being in the embodiment of God in order for me to perceive of God. It's like I have to be like deeply present within the moment to know what God is, to perceive of God. When people speak of God, it's like I'm thinking, and what I'm feeling is just like the oneness of all, like everything that could exist within eternity. That I feel like that transcends, like that can transcend this lifetime. Things that can like exist without my consciousness perceiving of it. Like I feel like the laws of nature, that's God, and everything that's in the flow of just like those laws that exist, that govern the universe. Like I feel like that's what God is. Just still very much broad, just like the perspective you gave, still very much broad, but it's like when you tap in, and it really doesn't require like a belief or anything. Like, it's just like you're in the eternal knowingness, which God is the all-knowing, and you are within it. Like, so it's just like there's nothing that God is not, honestly. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, there's nothing that
God is all.
not. Yeah.
God is literally all. All right, to sign out, is there anything in your life that you're like, do you put emphasis on healing?
Yeah.
Like what is something that's like you're healing currently?
Yeah, bro, that's actually crazy that you said that. Like, cause like, do you mean from like a physical body ailment type of thing, or do you mean healing trauma, healing like
Yeah, definitely more like energetic. But I mean, if it's physical too, I felt like you were in good physical health.
Yeah, I mean, I think because I think they go hand in hand. That's why I said that. Like, for
Yeah,
sure.
for
Like,
sure.
I
Yeah,
think
healing the physical is also energetic.
I think part of that, like, yoga is like a perfect example of that because it's just like my body communicates to me when it's in need of that. Like, I can feel my energy lowering as a result of me not getting on the mat or just like standing for long periods of time and doing shit and not stretching out the body and expanding and like reaching further than I can reach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I definitely think it's important to not only balance those two things, but also from just the point of from a spiritual sense and like from just like an energetic healing. It's like I think I take all experiences that I'm going through, I feel them deeply, and then I reflect upon them, and I make sure that I have clarity within myself on them and how to move forward and what to like really what to do moving forward, just how to move forward in totality. And I think that's healing as well. Like,
is that like a specific?
It's I'm trying to think how I can explain it because it's not like something can see me do. It's like happening internally. I'm just like, okay. Like,
but like, you know how people place like their healing on something specific. Like, I need to heal this thing with
like
this
what?
person. Like,
I guess
some people like, oh, like relationship trauma, like or abandonment issues. Like, I need to work on my abandonment issues, and like I need to heal my relationship with like codependency or like relationships, and you know, it's like it'd be like specific shit. You know, which I typically see women do. I don't usually see men like place the intention on it. Cause I rarely do that, even myself. Like, oh, I need to heal this, like in specific. I'm kind of just like doing what's healthy for me and what I feel like is necessary. Kind of what you were just explaining, like just being in it, and then whatever is taken care of, just as a means of me taking care of myself is like.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, that's how it is because like I just feel like a lot of things are not that detrimental to me. Like, they don't take that much of a toll. I'm just gonna be real. Like, I'm just not like. I don't feel a lot of.
I feel that way.
I don't feel a lot of issues.
Yeah, I feel that way too. Low key, like
But a lot of the issues that I do feel stem from like, things that I can't control in life, things that I want out of life, but I can't have at the moment, or things that are affecting that outcome, and then how that makes me feel, and then what I choose to do with that feeling. So that's why I mean, like, okay, within myself, like, where am I finna take that? Am I gonna take that out on somebody? Am I gonna hold that in to myself and damage further, you know, internally? Or am I gonna let that shit go? You know? It's just a process, and it's like, that's why I feel like it is a healing, because it's just like it's a process of not internalizing or externalizing.
I see. Ooh,
you know?
Ooh. felt. Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like,
fucking felt.
And I feel like a lot of people like just automatically skip. They don't even think of those kind of steps. It's just like I'm angry about this thing. And the next person that tried me, I'm
no, for sure. Like, it's either one or the other. It's either like they're hard on themselves. Yeah. Where it's like negative self-talk, or it's like negative, for sure, negative other talk. Like people, but people rarely ever consider the option of just like neutralizing that shit within your own being and just like coming to terms within it and just you know. Yeah, like neutralizing it, like letting it go, you know? Yeah, detaching from the issue overall, like altogether. Yeah.
It's hard to explain that to somebody that's not used to doing that too. Like, it's really hard. Because it's such a natural response to do one or the other. Yeah. In a lot of ways, like, that's how a lot of us were raised too. Like, just you don't really get told too much to like transmute your own trauma. Like, that's not really an option. It's like you get someone else to help you, or you just hold that shit in and take it out.
Damn. Yeah.
It's not that, and that's, I feel like directing energy is so important, bro. Like that's like the most important thing. I feel like I'm around people for the most part that know how to direct their energy in the right way.
Okay.
I'm not around a lot of people that just
Projected.
have outbursts and just like
Yeah.
a lot of just
I can't.
just not knowing what to do. Like, and it's just
bro.
like, it's like,
I can't, bro. I naturally just kind of like, I naturally just stop tuning into their channel, their frequency, their vibration when that shit happens. Like naturally, like I don't even make the conscious choice to do it. I just stop seeing them as much. like I mean, that doesn't happen often, but when it does happen, like I just find myself not being around the person as often. Like, cause it's like you gotta know how to like direct your energy and what to do with just your own emotions and feelings. Like you gotta be responsible for that shit.
Yeah, that's the perfect word. You have to be responsible, and accountable for how you feel first, before you just like not do that and then introduce yourself to me and the energy. Like what the fuck? How you gonna just bring like? How you gonna bring that shit to the table? Like that's crazy.
Hello, Jam. Here's my shit. Do something with it. Like,
that's like for real.
Keep it company. Like that's crazy. Like
I tell people all the time, bro. I'm like, I'm not just gonna hang out with you if I don't feel like good that day, because that's not gonna be a good reflection on what we're doing. I'm not gonna come to the table with half a cup. Like this shit not gonna work. Yeah. Like I gotta reset within myself, and then I can bring the best versions of myself to you so we can have a good time. Like it's not gonna be like I ain't finna half-ass it, you know. The only shit I do that at is like fucking work. You know, I don't feel like going to work. It's just like you gotta suck that shit up. But even still, I'm not like I'm like here's my bad energy to you. Like what the fuck? I'm gonna still control myself and just be like, I don't want to be here, but it's cool though. Like it's cool. There's a brighter side to everything.
That's where you let it go type shit for the greater good.
For sure.
Okay. All right. Well,
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed those questions.
Are there any closing thoughts? Because it's niggas don't know, but it's 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
We filming this shit. So yeah, do you wanna give any final
Not really.
words?
We can just sign the fuck out. We can just sign out.